Hi and welcome, it's Ruth here at Artful Stampin', and today we're going to be making some happy spring bunting. So if you didn't catch Sunday's little video, I showed you how I made this gorgeous tulip themed one. And over the last couple of days I've been hinting that I need to add to it. I need to make it bigger because it's going to be given to a young lady who's going to turn 18 next weekend, and I just want it to be super duper special. Her mum's a really sweet friend and she asked me to help her. So I wanted to add to it, kind of keeping in line with all these beautiful spring colours, and also she gave me some words and some themes that her daughter likes, so I'm wanting to add those in as well. So I'm trying my best. Apparently she really likes bees and stuff like that. So we've got a few bees dotted around already. We've got spring flowers. So her heritage is Dutch. So we've got all the lovely tulips going on already. So that's tick, tick, tick for that one. And I wanted to put in something summery because she said, my friend said her daughter likes summer stuff. What else? Music. So there's going to be, no, where did I do the music? Oh, here we go. Right, so let me go through what I've prepared already, and then we'll get started and we can chat a little bit. And I'm going to open my curtains a little bit more because the other morning I did a live and it was so sunny that my phone could not cope with the amount of light that was coming in, so I shut my curtains, but so I'm going to reopen them. Right, hello everybody, welcome, lovely to see you all. So I'll just quickly go through what I've cut already, and then I've got a little special message regarding a friend of mine's business who I'd like some support for. So I'll come to that in a second. So here we've got, this is Highland Heather cardstock, and as you can see I've already stamped with the buffalo check stamp on there, but I made sure not to be really careful. I know that sounds a bit odd, but I didn't deliberately go to all the edges, and I sort of filled in the gaps with the lovely very Versailles script because I wanted it to kind of look a bit sort of rusticy. So it's a combination of the buffalo check with the script in there. Okay, yes, it would make a fabulous Easter bunting. Yeah, definitely. Now this was leftovers from the one that I did on Sunday. That's also leftovers from the one I did on Sunday. That's leftovers. Now this is Pool Party. And here I've already stamped some music notes. And also, you see that little bit of texture? That comes from the well-dressed male stamp set, masculine themed stamp set, that's free currently with Celebration. You've got a week left of Celebration, guys. Spend £45 and you get that for free. So I used that on there. I've also cut up more of the vellum. Again, this was free with a £45 spend. So I've got lots of vellum cut up there. Using up some of the gorgeous gold hexagon paper. Again, for Celebration, freebies. Using a lot of freebies here, it's fabulous. And I've already cut out a few things, stamped and cut out a few things. So I've got butterflies from the Butterfly Wishes stamp set, cut those out, made 3 daisies, and because I cut the tails out of here, I had these spare triangles, so I've cut out various circles. You know, waste not, want not. You know, I'll tell you what, it's got to be a tiny incy wincy bit of paper before it gets into my bin. Right, then we've got these lovely summer or Adirondack chairs, some more butterflies. Oh, yeah, little circles. I don't know what I'm going to do with those just yet, but we will use them. And I've cut out some lovely stars and things. Not quite sure how these are going to be used, but I thought they would be really pretty, and they've all got tangled up. Right, there we go. Let's separate these out and keep them separate because they're a bit like siblings, aren't they? Look, see, as soon as they get attached, they get attached. Right, let's keep those separate. There we go. Right. Right, now before we get started, I hope you don't mind, but I just wanted to plug a dear friend of mine's business. Her name is Bex, and she is a lovely, lovely person who I've known for a number of years, and she runs a business called the Three Little Birds Bakery, and she's up in North Yorkshire, and not originally from Yorkshire, but she's adapted very well. And she, if you go to her website, it's threelittlebirdsbakery.co.uk. Now, because of all the situation with you know what, it looks like there's loads of wedding bookings are just being cancelled, and that's her main business. So after the last over the last few years, she's built up her business so well. She makes cakes, she makes macarons, she does gift boxes for mums and or whoever, and that has all ground to a halt. Now, amazingly, it just coincided with the fact that she has just filmed some tutorials. And so you can purchase some tutorials, various ranges of prices. So if you go to Three Little Birds Bakery and tap on classes and videos, you will then come to her page that shows you these tutorials. Now, I have checked with her. If you're in the US, they are adaptable to you. So I think she says that she gave the 2 measurements, but she's going to be working on additional kind of wordings and stuff. But if you have a problem, just contact her. She's absolutely lovely. So you can purchase already a ganache class for £1, £1. I mean, even if just, I don't know, 20 of you bought the ganache class, that would just cheer her day. So an online ganache class costs £1. Then you've got 3 ways with buttercream. Oops, I pressed the wrong button there. 3 ways with buttercream, and that is, oh, hold on, let me move that, £5.99. Then she's got the masterclass, the macaron masterclass. Now this, if you were to go and actually do it with her, obviously costs way more than this, but she's made it available online, and they are just gorgeous, her macarons, for £24.99. An online cupcake class, so it's I think it's to do with decorating as opposed to actually making the cakes, and that's £9.99. And if you want all the classes together, you get it for £36.99. So it's a bit of a reduction if you buy all of those classes. So those are the brand new classes. Now, she has got some additional ones like piping macarons, buttercream piping, how to do the drippies. She's got various other things on there. But I just wanted to support her and do a bit of a shout out to Bex, because she's so lovely. She's got 3 gorgeous children at home. Her husband's a headmaster, and you can imagine the stress that he's under at the moment, trying to provide schooling, obviously, for frontline children of frontline workers. And I just wanted to boost her day and advertise her, do a bit of free advertising for her. So please go and support threelittlebirdsbakery.co.uk if you can. Right, that's it. That's the end of my little advertising spiel for her. If you have any questions, I will put a link in my community update thing so that you guys can go straight there if you want to. Right, let's get on. Let's see who's watching. Do say hello. Where are you from? It's great to have you on board. I know I'm on a little bit earlier than usual, but I really wanted to get this done. So I've also got my hot glue gun at the ready, because I thought I want to whip through this quite quickly. So there we go. Right. Hi, Martina, Sue, Henry, Joanne, Cheryl, Gina, Denise, and Kay. Hi guys, lovely. Please do share this out with anybody who you think might enjoy it. Hi Mary from England, yay! Hello from Wales, Mary. Okay, so it is useful to have a hole punching tool to hand for this bunting, and it's worth kind of cutting the holes out first, because once you start sticking things on, you can forget sometimes and stick things right over where the hole's supposed to go. So that's not very good. So it's worth, you know, doing, if you've got something like a crocodile. I've had this for years. It's fabulous. It cuts out so many sheets in one go. Right, there we go. I hope you didn't mind me doing a little bit of a thing for my friend. I have talked to her about maybe doing a collaboration, like either like a YouTube video collaboration where she makes something and I make a card to go with it, or a project to go with it. So if you're interested in cake making and icing and all that kind of thing, do go and have a look at what she's done. I've been encouraging her to maybe get onto YouTube, but so I don't know how that's going to happen, or if it's going to happen. But anyway, she's filmed these tutorials, so that's fab. How is everybody doing? So it's March 2020. This is when I'm filming this. And sometimes I like to say when it is, because I've got videos on here that are going back 5 years. And so it's always interesting to sometimes listen back on my videos and go, oh, that's what was going on in my life at that point. You know, we only tend to live in the here and now, don't we? And it's always interesting to sort of go back and hear what we're up to. Right, so I've got all these lovely different things here in front of me. So I think to start off with, I'm just going to grab a couple of things that I like the look of and layer them up. So I'm thinking of layering that with that and that with that. And I just think if I do clusters, it means that when we hang this up, and actually we're going to be pegging photos, you see, along this bunting. I'm not going to obviously show you the photos, but it just means it makes it a bit easier to kind of have everything sort of clustered. So I'm just doing little clusters of things to make it a bit easier to put together. So that one there, find the other hole, stick that one there, there we go. Oh, hi Karen, yes. A question for anybody who's a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Does placing a demonstrator order count towards your needed sales totals? Yes, absolutely, Gina. Yes. Stampin' Up! Don't differentiate between whether the order is a demonstrator order or a customer order in terms of overall orders. All right. Now, I could do with a little leaf thing here, couldn't I? But maybe not. Maybe we'll get away with not having a leaf this time. What if we have, ooh, what about a bit of, that going across there? No, you know what, I'm going to forget that. We'll do something else later. Because I'm also going to be putting some words on here as well, but I'll do that later. So my friend has given me a few different words to put up. And it could be that we attach some photos directly to here, we'll see. But anyway, I'm not going to worry about that too much just yet. Pile everything there like that. It's my birthday, so FaceTiming everyone. Oh, congratulations. Happy birthday, Mary. Hope you've had a lovely day. It's my son's birthday coming up at the beginning of April, and we're trying to think of how we're going to make it special because he's not going to be able to have his friends round, but we might have to do it all online. Lovely when you take this and come this and that, and oh well, I have deliberately cut some of these up. It looks like it is a bit this and thatty, but I have thought it out a little bit. I've kind of chosen the colours carefully because I wanted kind of spring colours, but I wanted it to be detailed. Right, so there we go, that's one done. Right, let's choose another piece. Oh, I haven't had a go with this music thing yet. So oh, maybe the yellow, that might be nice on there. And then put a butterfly on there. I'm trying to keep it quite sort of neutral-ish, not too many clashing colours on each one. Right, I'm hoping that by sticking this butterfly down, it's actually going to stick all the yellow stuff underneath. Okay, so let's see if it works. Right, there we go. I'm trying to save time, not having to do too much gluing. Do a virtual party with games with his friends. Yes, yeah, I think some of his friends do play online games. So, yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it? I've got some of these little stars. So these fell out of this die cut here, those little stars. Don't throw them away, keep them, because you can use those. Hi, Christine. I know I'm on a bit earlier today, but I will be on a bit later as well. I just needed to get on and do this, and I thought you guys would enjoy me doing it, so I just popped on. There we go. So that's another one done. Another one bites the dust. Right, what else have I got here? And it's nice to have a bit of variety. You know, not always do the same kind of thing each time. Oh, let's go for something a bit summery, shall we? That's quite nice, isn't it? Summertime. Oh, I stamped some of those grey butterflies, so that fits in with these grey daisies that I did. There we go. Thank you, Martina. Right, my glue. I think this would just need to have a little bit of glue on it rather than the hot glue, because it's quite a fine, detailed thing. So I'm just going to dab in certain places. Oh, do you guys want to get in a bit closer? Is that better? Okay. It is very pretty and bright, isn't it? It's really lovely to work to a bit of a scheme, if you know what I mean, because so this friend of mine, she came around the other day, and I was sort of suggesting ways in which we can display all these photos that she has of her daughter. And I said, well, we could do bunting, and then I could stick different things on it. What does she like? And it took her a little bit of time to kind of really think through, what does my daughter like? So I've got a list here, like tulips, daffodils, music, bees, hexagons, ballet, singers. Oh, she likes Canada, London and Holland. And so I don't know if I'm going to fit everything in, but it might be I just use words. And then she's got some Dutch words for happy birthday and yeah, things like that. So there we go. So not too complicated, that one. Just a little bit of a daisy there. Oh, I wonder if it might be worth putting some little leaves. That's quite nice, isn't it? Just to soften the edge of those daisies. And those can go on with dimensionals. Yes, it's been a beautiful day here. We had lunch outside. It was so hot we had to put the parasol up. It was so warm. So I had one son taking his top off. It was like, wow. Oh no, two actually. One's paler than the other, and we were like, whoa, glare. It's glaring. So, right, that's number 3. I'm just going to keep going until my alarm goes off to take the food out of the oven. Okay, so let's have one of them. I need to make sure I'm using these up because I've got quite a few of these. That one's got a little bit of a fold in it. I'm not quite sure why. trying to make sure the holes are meeting up there. Right, so what did I put on that one? Oh, the tulips. A few little butterflies on that one. Now what am I going to do with these? I've got these little sort of purple circles. I guess they could go in the middle. Actually, we could make that the focal point, couldn't we? That's quite nice, actually. Oh, it was sunny, but -6 degrees. Wow. Yes, I've done them sort of off and on over the last few days. And if you were watching last night's video and I went, oops, I had this box was on my floor and I knocked it over, so half of it went on the floor. That's what I was oopsing about last night. I'm not too worried about leaving a lot of space, as I said, because I'm going to be putting wording on here. And I was looking at some of the stamp sets, like, oh, where's it gone? Like this one, Do the Impossible. And I thought it'd be quite fun to actually stamp out some of these really cool sayings, and they're going to go on here as well. So yeah, I don't really want to do much more to that one. I think I'm going to leave it. Yeah, I'm going to move on. Okay, so we've got some, oh, got some tulips here. Oh, it's finally stopped snowing in Canada. So does anyone else like making sort of party bunting or bunting for times of year? Oh, you've not done one before. Oh, that's super fun. I guess it's just like making a mini card, but you end up stringing it up together. We might have to have a bunting challenge over on Artful Stampin' Space. So if you guys haven't joined Artful Stampin' Space, it's a really fun place on Facebook where you can join in lots of other people who love making things and are inspired by the videos that I've already done. and follow along my tutorials. Look at that little bee, isn't that cute? So yeah, do go ahead and join in with the fun on there. So lovely to see you guys sharing your makes. Oh yes, you weren't feeling well, were you, Martina? Sorry to hear that. Ooh, what about some yellow butterflies going up here? That might be nice. Ah, okay. There we go. I challenge Kate to make some bunting then. We haven't been so productive in the kitchen today after our pasta making session yesterday. And I'm missing a vital part to my food processor, and I really wanted to make some scones, and they're so much easier to make when you have a food processor. Although I've just realised I think I'm out of butter. So there we go, that's another one. I'm going to have to Google that, Martina. Oh, that means I've got to check on food. Jaden? May? Oh, excuse me, I've got... Can you go and get Dad to check on the food? Oh, he might be in bed. You might actually get Luke or Ethan. Okay. I've got, my husband wasn't feeling too well yesterday, and then my other son wasn't feeling too well, and then my other son wasn't feeling too well. So we've had a very slow day today. Just looking to see what else I've got. Right. Yeah, this is quite a fun colour combination, isn't it?
Is the other meant to be on 200 or 180?
What's it on at the moment?
180.
Well, just check on the food. Mix it.
I have it. Oh, do you want me to
Mix it around a bit. Yeah. Right. Got this music one to do. Oh, what if we put a nice bright yellow in between? I think I'm going to have to cut a few more little bits and pieces because I'm running out now. Sometimes it's nice to do tone on tone to just create texture, but I quite like that actually. Hi Janice. Thank you Gina. Yeah, they're really fun and bright, aren't they? This colour combination. Oop. And then we've got these lovely stars, haven't we? So let's throw some of these stars on. Oh, is it Kay? Thank you. Sounds very serious. But I guess you've got to. It'd be dangerous if both of them collapsed. Is that right, Martina? Is that why they're not? You don't have to go. Oh. Oh, I said, Martina, if you had two lungs that were collapsing, that'd be more dangerous and you'd have to go to the hospital. Does it sort of fix itself after a while? Oh, I've got these gold kind of circles. Got a few of these. I feel like I need something purpley behind that to make it stand out a bit more. Sometimes it's best not to overthink these things. Just get on with it. Because it's going to be making up a big, you know, look. So if you fuss around too much with one thing, it just slows you back. Yes, if the air bubble is not too big, it just gets dispersed after a while. So in the meantime, breathing not deep so as not to enlarge the bubble. Ah, okay. Bunting is a totally new concept. I don't even remember seeing anything like this in the areas I've lived in. Oh, maybe it's just a me thing then. Oh, I like making things to hang up. I don't do it all the time, but I think I'm going to be making a bit more of it at the moment. I have to get working on my Easter one. I've got a couple of Easter ones from a few years ago that are starting to look a little bit battered. So I'll have to do a new Easter one this year. Okay, let's get these little butterflies on. Oh, you're welcome, Martina. There we go. Right. Get in there. So if you're here on my channel for the first time and you live in the UK, you can order a catalogue from me that feature these products. Some of them are free at the moment with certain purchases. So this vellum, some of this gold foil paper, this one with a little bee, that comes from that gold foil paper, and also on this channel there are lots and lots of tutorials. So I've started going through quite a lot of my old videos and putting them into playlists. So I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a couple more new playlists. I've done one for the Stamparatus and one called Techniques, and one I think called Boxes and Packaging. So as I'm going through all my old videos, I'm making sure that every single video is in some kind of playlist, because I've discovered that some of the older ones are getting lost. YouTube don't seem to show them so readily, but if they're in a playlist, they're there then, and they're easy to access. So, oh, you missed out on it, did you, Gina? Oh, that's a shame. That doesn't really show, so we'll save that for something else. There we go. Now there's a big bit of yellow there. I think this is one of those ones that I'm going to leave for some words. So I'm going to stick it together but leave a space. Ah, there we go. You could have bunting instead. That's a good idea. Thank you, Kathleen. Thanks, Kate. Yeah, I'm sure they will. They just had sort of low temperatures, just feeling tired, although they didn't sleep so well last night, so they're a bit tireder today. Bit of a sort of phlegmy cough. So I don't think it's, you know what, but you never know. Apparently it's different for each person, but there we go. I think I'm just going to leave that one there like that, actually. Is the lighting okay? It's just starting to get a bit darker here. It's interesting, these phones are very clever. They adjust as it gets dark. They seem to adjust themselves. If anything, they find it hard to cope when the lighting is too bright, because when the lighting is too bright, it makes the screen a bit darker. So this is sort of slightly low level lighting. It can cope with it. Oh, it looks like we're going to have an interesting sunset tonight. I'm just looking out the window. It's kind of slightly pinky in the background. So use up your little bits and bobs here. Yeah, just about where it's dusk, sort of coming, you know. Yeah, the light is going. I think the sun has set. Yeah, you're an hour ahead, aren't you? And you slightly higher up. Oh, I've just remembered on the other one I put some sequins. I haven't done that to this, but anyway, we could put some gems or something on these, can't we? Right, this is all that I've got left, guys. I'm doing quite well, really. So put those together. I need to put a gold one with every single one to use up these gold pieces. Oh, that works out well. Right, that's good. Sometimes it's good to have it dictated to you what you have to do. Then you don't have to think about it too much. Oh, you're lower down. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the sun's position. Yeah, I don't quite know the science of it. The maths. Right. So, it's a nice bit of bright yellow here. Trying to see what I've got left to stick on. Oh, I've got some of the grey butterflies. Could have 3 of them. There we go, that'll do. See if I can get the glue to stick everything together. There we go. Cheap crafting, you see. When you have such fine, delicate dies, use something else to stick it down, so you don't actually have to put glue on the die itself. Okay, there we go. You saw it here, folks. Got one more of these to use. What about some blue butterflies this time? No, let's go with the blue ones. Thank you, Bev. Hello. Same latitude as Paris. So what latitude am I on? I might have to look it up on Google Maps. Okay, that's that one done. 3 to go. Right, I think I might need to just spread these out because... Oh, I've just found a butterfly. Yay! Got lots of stars. Got lots of these little stars. Let's see. I could put those on one area. Do that and that. Oh, could we do 3? Oh no, it's a bee. I've got these cute little beehives. What could I do with those? Let's see if I've got left any scraps on my floor. Ooh, there's another leaf. Ooh, one grey butterfly. Yellow ones. I've got 3 yellow ones. I'll save those other little bits for something else, because otherwise I'll get me knickers in a twist trying to figure out where to put them. How you doing, Bev? Nice to see you. Oh, that should have been the other way around, but I'm not going to worry too much about it because it's going to have that butterfly on it. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Thank you, Gina. Well, sometimes you just need to get on with it. Just trust the fact that you've cut up some beautiful papers, beautiful combinations, and just trust that it will be fine. Okay, because if you overthink it too much, it just takes too long and then it takes the fun out of it. So actually I'm thinking, should that go there and that go there? Yeah, that's better, isn't it? Oh, look at that. Look how well that fitted on there. I love it when that happens. Okay, so that's that one. One more. Last one. Oh, it's all little stars. Oh, now we could glue some. The little ones we could glue. Big ones perhaps we could put on with dimensionals. Got quite a few here. You have to do some teaching. All right then. Nice to see you, Kathleen. Right, what's everyone having for dinner? Or had for dinner? Martina, is your appetite the same? Oh, I forgot to, I was going to do these. Never mind. Put them down now. That's stuck down, that's stuck down. Yep. Okay, right. I think I'm going to put my light on now because I don't need my hot glue gun anymore. So I can plug my light in because it is starting to get a little bit too dark. Oh, see, look at that. Look at the change there. Oh, I've got a little spare butterfly that can go on there. Rice puree and apple sauce. Rice puree. Oh, how do you make that? I know we always come back to food. Sorry about that, guys, but you know, it's all good. Right, embellies. I need my box of embellishments and little bits to use. Look, I've got all these little bits to use up. So let's find some things that will go with. So I've got some yellow and some blue there. Got some of those. Some of those. Right. Some of them won't need embellishments, I don't think. They're, you know, they're quite nice without. Take basmati and slightly overcook it with milk, sugar and cinnamon and serve it with apple sauce. Oh, that sort of sounds similar to our rice pudding in the UK. But I'm afraid rice pudding does not, I've never been able to eat it. Just, ugh, makes me feel queasy. But I'm sure you will love it. It sounds very much like comfort food, Martina. Just going to do a little row of 3 dots here for the butterfly. Roast beef sandwiches. Oh, wow. Well, I took some pig's trotters out the freezer today, and I've been looking up recipes with the pig's trotters. I don't mind doing some sort of Chinese style flavours. I'm wondering whether we could put some a Reuben sandwich. What's a Reuben sandwich? Oh, does she, Christine? Chinese Thai style curry. Oh, that sounds nice. Yeah, it's just the texture with the milk and the... Ugh. But there we go. I know it's some people's favourite food, so... As I always say to my kids, no food is disgusting. But then I have to go, but some things are just a little bit beyond me. Yeah. Let's go for slightly darker, shall we? Oh, corned beef, sauerkraut, Thousand Island dressing and Swiss cheese. Oh, very nice, Christine. Oh, did I say yesterday I've made a type of sort of sauerkraut, but oops. But I've put extra things in it to make it like kimchi flavours. So I had loads of cabbage given to me. So I had about 4 what do I want to say, pounds and ounces. No, hold on. How many? Yeah, I had 4 pounds of cabbage. 4 pounds of cabbage? Yeah, 4 pounds of cabbage, and then I added some extra veg. So what was it, 3 pounds of cabbage? No, it was probably about 3 pounds of cabbage, and then I added some celeriac, courgette, red onion, and ginger, garlic, chili flakes, fish sauce and salt to make a kind of kimchi style fermented veg. So I've got those in 3 jars sitting on my kitchen window at the moment, fermenting. So in 2 weeks' time I'll let you know what they taste like. Good idea. I did say to the kids, I think we're going to have a rota so that they're going to have to start cooking meals, because flip, having to think of like doing 2 meals a day for 6 people in total is a bit much. Now I don't want to put anything in the centres of these, so I think what I'll do is just pop some of these really cute stars there, like that. And another one down here. This is a great way to use up your embellishments. Oh, Janice, it's so easy fermenting. There's a UK fermenting Facebook group if you're interested. I'll add you to it if you're wanting to know more. It's really good for your gut health. Especially in these days. We need our gut health. It's really important. Brits eat sauerkraut. Yeah. Properly fermented sauerkraut though, not vinegar sauerkraut. You know, the fermented one. Not a lot of Brits, but there is more and more people who are looking into gut health and, you know, fermenting their own vegetables. So oh, Janice, sauerkraut is so easy to make. Yeah, I agree, Martina. It's just in the supermarkets here in the UK, if you buy sauerkraut, if you look at the ingredients, it says vinegar sometimes. So you have to make sure you're getting the correct one, because it isn't always, unfortunately. I agree, it should always be fermented. That's the whole point of it. See, I think that's all that one needs, just that little one there. Ah, purples. That's thrown me. I think I'm going to leave that one. Oh, you only eat it in Europe. Okay. Oh, it's super duper easy to make. Oh, yes. I'll add you to that group. And then, or if you just look it up, I've got a Pinterest board for fermented foods. If anyone's interested. By the way, if you don't follow me on Pinterest, you can find me on Pinterest, artfulstampin. Oh, yes, the little gold ones. Right, okay. Do a little gold heart on that one, I think. Ooh, it's coming off on your finger. Yeah, come on. Move over. I've got to sit down now. Oh, look, I've got 3 gold hearts left. Yes, I could do that. Okay. Oops. I'll get them on correctly. 1, this is where nails are useful. I broke that one, so I can't use it. Okay, Janice. Yes, you're right, Kay. That works very nicely. Thank you. I think I'm just going to do 1 on there. Because I've still got a few more to go yet. Yes, there's a little not far from us, but we have an Aldi. Yeah, Aldi sometimes stocks that kind of thing. Hi, Subo. Sue, I got your card today. Thank you so much. Catching up with your brother. Oh. Oh, yeah, soup in flasks. That's the way to go, isn't it? Right, there we go. Oh, wait, what about this one? You checked on the food? Oh. Right, get Luke to check on it. It should be ready now. Oh, I've got one little gold flower there left. That could go on that one, couldn't it? There we go. I think that, because that's got lots going on, it doesn't need that much. Are you keeping okay, Sue? Is it ready?
I think. Should I get out?
Yeah, just close the oven. I mean, turn the oven off. Turn the oven off now and get the dishes out. Get the plates out.
Yeah.
Right, last 2. I'm trying to encourage the children to be a bit more independent. They can get on and do stuff. Oh, you're working from home. Oh, that's handy. I wonder whether to put anything more on this. I could do with putting a leaf. Oh, hold on. Should we use these up? I know they're not quite the right leaf. But do that there like that, couldn't we? And a butterfly like that. Save me having to cut something else out. And we've got, oh, I was going to say we've got a couple of green ones, but no, we'll leave that. We'll just do that. Yep, that's right, Janice. They gotta learn. That's our job as parents, isn't it? Right, where's the... Ah, so if they were hungry, did they have to do it themselves then? Oh, yeah, it's a triple let. Yeah, it's basically to cut down time. And in terms of having to think about the arrangement of it once it's hanging up. So I'm going to be arranging, these are all going to go on a thread, string, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to mix in the ones that I did on Sunday. And in between are going to go photographs. So there's about 30 or so photographs that have to go in between this. And it's pictures of an 18-year-old girl since she was like a baby up to now. And yeah, so it's her birthday weekend. Look, I've got these little hives here. No, I won't. I'll leave those little hives for another project. I don't think that needs anything else really. I haven't got any more stars. Just do that one. Calculated neglect, absolutely. I read a really interesting article about a parent basically sort of said something like it was to do with things that they don't do for their children, and I found it so helpful. Like she said, I don't get their sandwiches ready, they do that. I don't carry their bags to school, they do that. They can pick up, you know, they can carry their bags to school and back home again. So oh, I know, but sometimes husbands work so hard. Right, so let's have a look what we've got. So we've got those two. Actually, if I move these, because otherwise it gets a bit confusing. Oh, did one just fall off then? That one. Okay, right. That. That. I think that's one of my favourites. I love the combination of the gold and the little hint of grey and the yellow. I think that's so pretty. I like that one too. They're so cute. Oh, that's quite a nice one, isn't it? Oh, and that one. I'm going to go, oh, that one's nice. Oh, and that one's nice. Oh, I've got a bit too much glue on that one. Ooh, it's coming off. Oh dear. So the ones that have got sort of blank spaces, I'm going to be stamping words and things on there. So I've deliberately left some space for words. I've lost count now. That's quite cute. That's a simple one. That's a nice one. I do like it with these daisies. And that one. Oh, tram lines is when you know when you've ironed something and it's folded and it makes a line down the centre of your trousers, Martina. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16, 17. That's good, isn't it? 17 there, and then we've got the ones from Sunday. So I've got 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. I think that's a good amount. Right, there we go. Oh, you had 2 lines instead of a crystal. Oh. That's funny. 2 lines instead of 1. That's quite funny. Right, lovely to have your company, everybody. I should be back later this evening with a one sheet wonder. If anyone's got any ideas, I will listen. Oh, Buglerfalten. Buglerfalten. Right, so also for those of you who've just joined, please go and check out my friend's website, Three Little Birds. If you are into baking, you can purchase tutorials from her. So unfortunately, because of everything that's happening, her business has just kind of gone zoom, because she makes wedding cakes and special occasion cakes, and of course because people aren't allowed to meet together, can't make a cake for them. And also she was finding it so tricky to keep with all the restrictions of trying to keep safe and everything. So she has got online classes that you can purchase. So she's got a ganache class for only £1. Marvellous. A buttercream 3 ways, £5.99. A macaron class, which if they turn out like she makes them, £24.99. A cupcake class, £10, and all the classes, £36.99. So please do go and support Little Bird's Bakery. You can also buy gift certificates for classes. So if you're in the North Yorkshire area, she's from Keighley, and you'd like to maybe have a class when all this is blown over, then you can buy a voucher for that. She's also got little videos that you can watch already. I think these are free. Let me just click on it and see what happens. Yep, those are free tutorials that you can watch. So please head over to Three Little Birds Bakery, and yeah, please go and support her. Right, so what are you asking me? Is that a... Yes, I suppose it is going to end up like a hanging scrapbook, yes. Because obviously I can't show you the photographs because they're not of my child. But they're going to have... So this long piece of bunting is going to hang up in her home as for her birthday. And it's going to have photographs of her throughout her life hung on them. So these are just going to be interspersed, and then I'm going to cut out words. So she's got Dutch heritage, so it's going to be some Dutch words and some other sort of inspirational quotes and things like that. So there we go. Right, lots of love to you all. Take care for now. Bye.